Hello and welcome, this is Ruth and I'm back with another video for TONIC Studios, and this one is the Fancy Floral Frames die set. So if you haven't been here before, I have lots of videos for TONIC Studios and they're all in different playlists and you can have a look on there. And don't forget, if you like, you can subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell and even share if you like. And that way you'll keep up to date with all of these. But do have a look, because the last video that I did, I mentioned this one in it. And the video was called the Simply Shoebox Die Set, and I made a lovely pair of shoes. You can see them here, and I have used the dies from this die set to make a little box that I'm going to decorate with the dies from this one. But this is actually a standalone die set, so you can use it for all sorts of different things. You could use it for cards, for scrapbook, for photographs or whatever, and even for memory books as well. And tags, really the list goes on. But first of all, I'm going to decorate a little box for those shoes, and I'm going to show you the dies inside here first. So there are 9 dies inside the set, and you can just see here if I lift this out, we have an outside rectangle and then some layering dies with beautiful detail on them, and I'll show you some of the things that I've cut out with them. I've got some ivory card, and I'll set it on top of this, maybe you can see it better. Some ivory card, and I have used the outside one to get the outside shape first of all in this colour, and then I've used that again with this beautiful decorative detail here inside. Now this one actually doesn't have an edge on either, cutting edge on the outside or the inside, so you can use that on its own just to cut detail into your card. But I have actually used this die with this inside and then this one, and that has given me this beautiful shape, which I am going to layer on top of this. Then I have cut out this rectangle. That's from the centre there, because I used the die with the scallop edges. When that was put into the centre here, it removed this piece, and that's absolutely beautiful. You can see those lovely little edges on there. So I've got that I can use for layering. I could actually set that back into the centre again, or use that on a different card or whatever. But having used that one, the rectangle, and this one together with the little rectangle here, which is just plain, I have made this little frame as well. Now the centre one there doesn't have, the centre one there doesn't have any cutting edges on the outside or the inside, so that's going to give you a detail again which just cuts into the card as a verso die, and that's the detail there, but that is used with the other 2 dies as well. So I am going to layer those up, but I have also taken this little die here, these 2 actually together. I have cut the plain oval out in burnished rose satin card, and I have used the 2 of them together with this little die from here, and it says "just for you." And I've already made a little shoe box to put these in, and I'm going to use the die cuts that I've already made here, some of them anyhow, to decorate that, and then I'll come back and make a card with it and show you how you can use it as a standalone die. But for this one, I'm going to layer these up with these in the centre. There's my box, and I've got this beautiful patterned paper that I've cut out with that layering die around the outside edges of it there as well, and I'm leaving plenty of the ivory showing because that keeps it nice and bright, but I wanted something that matched these little shoes. So as I'm not actually showing this die set in use this time, I've gone ahead and made the box, but normally I would actually decorate this before I'd assemble it, before I'd put the little side edges on. But for now, I'm going to leave that there and layer all of this on top. And these look really, really beautiful on there. You can see it's slightly wider here and here than the outside of the box, but it does actually match perfectly. So I'll go ahead and glue all these. Now there's lots of fine detail on there, so I'm going to use my precision nozzle with my deluxe adhesive and assemble all of that. This looks like a little production line now, but I really just wanted to make a card and show you how you could use this die for that as well. So as you can see, I folded some ivory card over. This is the 300 GSM again, and I set this on top of it with this cutting line just outside the edge of the fold there, so it was over the top of the fold and not directly on it. If it had been directly on the card, I'd have had two pieces cut out, but because that was over the top of the fold, then it gave me this card blank that I can then decorate. I used the same die again, that's this one, along with this one, and I used the two together, and that gave me this lovely mat, which I'm going to put on top here. And that actually, because it was just slightly over the edge, has made this fit with just a fraction of this overhanging, and it's not even noticeable, so it worked really, really well. So I'm going to put that on top. Then for my next layer, I have used the ivory card, and I've used this die with the lovely little scalloped edge on it, and this one with the pattern that doesn't have an outside edge, and I've used that in ivory, and I'm going to glue that top there. And isn't that actually just really beautiful already? So that's those ones. Then I have taken the rectangular die, and I've cut that out in the burnished rose again. That's going to go in there, and I've used it along with this floral patterned one here. So I've used both of those together, and I have cut out this lovely shape here. Now, as you can probably see, I have then used this die again to cut out some acetate. I have glued that on the back there. So I've glued it to the back of this die cut, and then I have cut up some 3D foam pads, and I've put them on there. And if you know me, you probably already knew I was wanting to make a shaker with this because it just looks so cute. So what I'm going to do now is assemble some of these together, and then I'll come back and make the shaker part. I've put the glue well inside there, because if I was to set that down and put this on top, you might actually see some ripples from the glue on the other side. So I tend to just put a little on the inside, and then on these areas it won't be so noticeable, so I'll add some here. Before I put that together, I am going to put the some sequins in here, and I've got Champagne Shine sequins, so I'm just going to tap them in there. I've already removed the backing from my foam pads, and I'm going to put those in there. I don't want too many, but I want it enough to make it worth my while, and then I'm going to put this directly on there. I should have said, you probably noticed, but if not, I had those foam pads really, really tightly packed to each other so that there was no gaps in it, and that way then the sequins won't come out the side. Isn't that lovely? I do love a shaker card, and I do hope you do too, because if you're a regular visitor here, you'll get used to them. Now, I have used the oval die again. I'll show you it here. The oval die, and this one that says just for you, and I've cut those out in the burnished rose. That would absolutely be just beautiful like that, but I'm actually going to glue this over the top. Do you know? Oh yeah, I will. I think it's actually really lovely without it, but I'm going to add it. Isn't that just beautiful? So that would make a lovely card to go along with this little box. Either way, I just wanted to show you that you could use that die set for 2 or 3 different things. And don't forget, you can also then use it in a memory book or on scrapbook pages. I've gone ahead and put these little shoes in there because that's going to be like a little gift for someone as well. And you could fold those over like that, and there's plenty of room for chocolate or other treats or whatever in there. And there you are, that's it. So I'd be very happy to get that if someone wanted to send me it. So don't forget, if you have enjoyed the video, give it a big thumbs up and leave me a little comment. I always love to hear from you. leave me a little comment and let me know if you like it. Now, these are not colours I normally use, so do you like them? Or do you prefer when I stick to the brighter colours? But actually, just for a little change, I love those today. This is an older paper pad that I had some sheets left from, and I thought it just suited really well with these here. So there we are. Thanks once again for watching. I'll have my links to everything down below in the description, and those are affiliate links, so thanks very, very much to everybody who uses those. And also, don't forget to subscribe, like and share, and come back and see me again. Thanks very much for watching again. Bye bye.